multi-talented franchise player, Brandon Roy. Jazz, Trailblazers, NBA action.
A look from earlier at Brandon Roy, a key player to the Trailblazers' chances tonight. And 2K Sports welcomes you to the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg. Glad to have you on board. We've got the Utah Jazz and the Portland Trailblazers. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Paul Millsap and Al Jefferson up front. Deron Williams and Raja Bell in the backcourt. And Kirilenko. And for Portland, Miller and Roy are in the backcourt. Aldridge at the 4 and Oden at the 5 and Batum. You have to think about it when you see the Blazers play. Clark, one of the most promising teams in the league, on the verge, some think, of becoming a powerhouse.
And Kevin, what you like about it is it's been done mostly through the draft, which is always nice to see. A team building itself through good, solid evaluation of incoming talent.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Jefferson. He's against Oden. Shoots it. It's blocked. Utah on D. Last season was out. Oh!
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Here's Williams. Millsap with it. Backing down is Jefferson. Nails the easy jumper.
Great awareness makes him a dangerous threat every time down the floor.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Here's Miller. He's guarded by Williams. And Oden backing in. Buries it. Oden's got his first 2 points.
Speed is only part of the equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
Now Bell. Pass to Williams. Millsap. Aldridge is covering. Clock at 4. Got a hand on it, but they get it back. Here's Bell. Good from the high post. Here's Miller. Oden, a screen on Williams. Now Miller. Outside Roy.
Anticipated the pass before it was thrown. Nice interception.
And he flushes it through. Strike slam cam with the replay.
Great D leads to easy offense.
Here is Miller. Outside Roy. Defended by Bell. The shot's good from Roy.
Great execution here. A perfect start from the field. They've made all 3.
Portland on D. And here's Millsap. Backing down is Jefferson.
He got caught napping. You've got to pay attention and protect the ball.
Outside Roy. Defended by Bell. Here's Batum. Fires the 3. The shot's good. Roy making the play. 5 points in the game.
I tell you what, he'll be quite contented to sit out there beyond the arc and knock down shot after shot if they're going to play defense like that. Tighten it up out there.
Here's Millsap. Over Aldridge. Miller with the ball. Outside Roy. To the wing. Aldridge. Shot clock at 5.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
Miller against Williams. Pass to Jefferson. Gets the bucket. Jefferson's got his second bucket of the night.
What a nice move down there. With his excellent post game, he makes scoring look so easy and close.
Miller against Williams. Miller, the pass to Oden. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Oden's got his second bucket.
Oh, what a great look to get it inside. That's the way to find him when he's ready to score.
Here is Williams. Under 8 minutes left in the first. Backing down is Jefferson. Raises up. Drops it in from 12 feet. Jefferson's got 6. Portland leading. Pass to Oden. The shot's good. Roy making the play.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
Millsap with it. He dumps it off. Backing down is Jefferson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Going back to last spring, Utah was able to overcome the Nuggets in the postseason, but just ran into all kinds of problems against the Lakers.
Yeah, it was just too much size, Kevin. It didn't appear as though they were out of their league, but nonetheless, a sweep is a sweep. Yet they were in every one of those games, and they were a little short-handed, and the lack of size really was the difference.
And the first one drops. So for the Trailblazers, Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Oden, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Andre Miller. Then for the Jazz, Miles is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Yeah, when you look at how the Laker-Jazz series played out, you can't argue with the results for Los Angeles.
Yeah, I guess when it came right down to it, partner, the Lakers just had a much deeper team and were much bigger, so they were able to wear down the Jazz. I still contend that was a closer matchup than the series scores would indicate.
Jefferson against Camby. Nice fake up and under. Camby's got his first 2 points of the night.
This is a team that's focused, completely locked into the task at hand. What an impressive start to this game.
Bell sets a pick. Pass to Williams. Millsap. Aldridge is covering. Clock is at 3. Kept alive. Here's Jefferson. Flushes it in.
He is so tenacious on the boards. How many times have we seen putbacks like that from him?
He can clear out the paint like very few others can.
You know what you might call him, Kevin? A rebounding virtuoso.
No, I like that. That's right.
Just put the ball in his hands, Kevin, and watch him go to work. He's going to make something good happen.
Here is Williams. Right around 6 minutes left in the first quarter. And here's Millsap. The dump off. Jefferson. Camby on him. Bell. He's covered by Roy. Williams kicks to Jefferson. The baseline, Jay. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Jefferson's got 12. Al Jefferson is one of the most impressive repertoires of post moves in the NBA today.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Good feet. I love his footwork. He's got excellent hands, and he's strong. You know, he's not a big-time leaper, but he does know how to confuse defenders. Up fakes, up and under moves. He's got all of that.
He gets them off balance.
Yep.
And Utah has possession. The Blazers getting the bucket. Now here's Williams. And there's another one for the Jazz.
I tell you what, Kevin, both teams have been on a tear. This could be a very high-scoring game.
Pass to Roy. Takes it up. Utah trailing here. Here's Williams, and finished up with a nice layup. Williams has got 6. Here is Bayless. About 4.5 minutes left in the first. Back to Aldridge. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Aldridge has got his first basket of the night. And so here is Utah. They trail by 1. Pass to Jefferson. Camby on him. Releases. And again, it's Utah.
I'll tell you what, he's been an efficient scorer for them. He executes, takes good shots, and he always seems to make a basket when it's needed most. He's excellent at timely baskets.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Guys, Al Jefferson has maybe the best footwork in the low post of anyone in the league right now, but he evades shot blockers so well that he doesn't get to the free throw line that consistently. Jefferson said, "When I ball fake, I go away from guys. I don't lean into guys to draw fouls. It's something I have to get better at." You have to think it's something he'll be able to figure out. Those N1s add up, Kevin.
They definitely do. Thanks, Doris. Here's Jefferson after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And that one's good. Millsap.
Again, they retake the lead. Incredible momentum swings. Neither team wants to give it in.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. So for the Trailblazers, Cunningham comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Brandon Roy. Then for the Jazz, Kirilenko comes in for Raja Bell. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Darren Williams. Utah on D. Here's Camby. Banks it home. Camby's got his second basket of the night. Here's Price. Right around, 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Backing down is Jefferson. Blocked. Portland leading. Now Bayless. Here's Aldridge. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, that's a little bit of the European style of play there. When your bigs can hit the mid-range jumper, it can really open things up for everybody else.
Here's Price. Backing down is Jefferson.
I got it.
Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. That's a 24-second violation, and they'll turn it over.
Blazers ball.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Now Bayless. It's dumped off. Here's Aldridge. Kept alive. Here's Matthews. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
And it's Utah's ball. It's a 5-point game. Here's Miles. The Jazz again can't hit it.
We've seen him make that mid-range shot, but just not often enough.
Here is Bayless. Backing down is Camby. From 17 feet out. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Camby. Aldridge has got his third basket of the night right there. Jazz trail by 7. Utah with a solid 31 wins against the Western Conference opponents they faced a year ago.
Yeah, and 30 wins against the West is usually what it takes to secure home court advantage in the postseason. They just fell short in the end last season of that 4th playoff seed.
Here is Bayless. 49 seconds left in the first. Four on the shot clock. Here's Cunningham, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
You don't have to worry about him leading the team in scoring, but he will find ways to get involved on the offensive end.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Backing down is Jefferson. Easy shot, banks it in. Jefferson's got 18 points.
My goodness, it seems like he's got every point this quarter. Just an amazing job helping to cut into this lead.
Here's Cunningham. The rebound by Jefferson. Shoots a 3. The shot misses. First quarter over, and big numbers up on the board. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 5.
They've had terrific ball movement. They're keeping their heads up and passing up good shots to get great shots.
And we'll return momentarily. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. Here is Miller. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Kieran Williams and Raja Bell in the backcourt. Andre Kirilenko is out there with Memo Okur and Miles.
The closer in you get, the more they'll reach in for the pilfer. You got to protect the rock.
Miller against Williams. And for 3, Bell. That's good. He's got 5.
Kevin, that's just not good defense. You can't be giving players of his talent level looks like that. Come on now.
Here's Matthews. Kept alive. Oden. They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot.
You have to block this guy out, Kevin. He's just too active on the boards to be left alone.
Here is Williams. He has 6. Okur backing him down. Shoots from the post, and he gets the bucket. Foul is called. 1 free throw for him.
Boy, he showed his strength on that one. That weightlifting paid off. He got that shot up and down despite the foul.
Shooting 1.
The and one is good, so a 3-point play that time. Hard time for Memo last spring. He ruptured his left Achilles tendon in the first game of the playoffs last year.
Boy, what a big loss that was for the Jazz, Kevin, who got swept in the second round. They really missed his size and his perimeter shooting.
And Utah has possession, following the miss by Greg Oden. Outside Williams. Here's Okur. He's against Oden. Throws it up. No good from Okur. You know, Clark, back to Okur, a really gifted shooter for a big man.
And a guy who is as big as he is that can stretch the defense, he would have been really valuable against a team like the Lakers. It would have forced one of those big guys to come out of the paint area.
True.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
Jazz trailed by 3. And here is Williams. He has 6. Okur backing him down. 4 on the shot clock. Shot clock at 2. It's blocked. Trailblazers leading by 3. Pass to Miller. Defended by Bell. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more. Blazers, Clark, are really the opposite of run and gun. They like to slow it down. One of the slowest paces in the NBA.
Well, actually, they were the league's slowest paced team, Kevin, last season. It makes sense, though, if you look at their roster. They want to slow it up and play a half-court style to take advantage of some of that size and depth up front.
Now here's Williams. And it's Miller picking him up. Williams kicks to Okur.
He tried to get fancy at the last moment.
Miller outside. Batum with the ball. 7 points in the game. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team it. That's your only hope.
Outside Williams. Can they get it? And he makes the basket. So one free throw coming up as he'll try to make it a 3-point play. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Aldridge comes in for Nicholas Batum. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Jazz. Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the and one. Jazz could have won their division had they played better in the regular year.
Yeah, they only finished 8-8, and it cost them a home court advantage in that first round.
Here is Miller. Aldridge kicks to Miller. And the turnover by Portland. Now let's check in with the third member of our crew, Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, the Jazz seemed in the hunt last season, one of the best teams in the league, and they traded away Ronnie Brewer to save money. Darren Williams was pretty upset, saying, "You look at all the teams that are getting better around the West, and we essentially get worse." Asked whether the Brewer trade might affect his future in Utah, he said, "That's why I signed a 3-year deal." Pretty strong words, guys.
Well, those two were very good friends as well. Interesting, Doris. Thanks. Now, here's Roy. Over Bell. Roy can't hit.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
From the wing, Bell's shot is good. 7 points in the game. Here's Roy. Just over 8 minutes left in the second. Miller, the pass to Aldridge. For the sledgehammer!
That should be illegal, Kevin. Boy, they're getting vertical on us, Kevin. Look out below.
Now that's a couple of guys on the same page.
Working together.
Here is Williams. 6 points for him. Okur backing him down. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Marcus Camby. The Blazers, a team with a lot of talent, but health has kept them from putting it all together.
Well, how about this rundown from last year, Kevin? I mean, Olden fractured his patella. Chris Billa out with the knee injury. Batum, shoulder injury, kept him out half the season. Fernandez had back trouble. Brandon Roy, late in the season, a torn meniscus. One of the most injury-riddled teams in the league last season were the Portland Trailblazers.
Second only to the Golden State Warriors. He hits the second from the line.
This is exactly what they need to do here. Get aggressive and get to the line. Earn yourself some extra points while putting the other team in foul trouble. That's a good strategy.
Williams against Miller. Back to Aldridge. Cuts off the pass. Jazz trail by 4. Left side Williams. Aja Bell on the wing. Takes a three. That's good. 10 points for him.
He was really a non-factor in that first quarter, but he's found a way to step it up here.
And here comes Miller. Back to Camby. Pass to Aldridge. Snatched away.
And you look at what they've done, or rather what they haven't done, it's hold on to the ball. They've had 4 turnovers already this quarter.
Outside Kirilenko. Okur backing him down. Goes up. Great finish in traffic. Okur's got 9 points. Here's Roy. Under 7 minutes left in the half. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Here's Miller. Okur with the block. On offense, here are the Jazz. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to Williams. Millsap. Bell with it. From downtown. Kept alive. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
That's a fantastic effort, Kevin. I mean, really, offensive rebounds are so important to helping your team win.
Clark, just look at how he used his strength to get back up and finish.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
So it's Portland now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Aldridge kicks to Matthews. Now Kirilenko defending. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. Utah wasn't a terribly great road team just to win over 500 for him last season.
Yeah, I agree. You know, 21-20 is pedestrian at best. For a team to be great, you want to set the floor. That should be your basement, 500 on the road. And then you've got to go north of that. If they want to make the leap and win their division, they've got to become a better road team.
A different look for Portland. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Batum in for Brandon Roy. The Jazz making a switch. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here is Williams. 6 points for him. Back to Millsap. Stolen away.
Again, another turnover for him. He needs to do a better job of knowing where the defense is.
You're talking about his turnovers. That's 2 this quarter.
Yeah, and that's a lot, Kevin. He's handling the ball, and he's just being a little careless with it. He has to be aware of where the defense is and then do a good job of trying to keep his body between the ball and the defender so he's not turning it over as much.
And so here is Utah. Cunningham's there. 4 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Millsap. Darren Williams, a 6th-year point guard out of the University of Illinois.
Kevin, I can't believe it's been that long that he's been in the NBA already, but he's considered by many to be the best point guard in the league. At least he was considered that last season. Over 10 assists a game for the 3rd straight year. That was good for 3rd best in the league.
Give it up for your Blazer dancers.
Here's Batum. 9 points in the game so far. Miller inside. He's guarded by Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Matthews. Can't get it to go. And Utah the other way.
We've seen some good scrambles for rebounds and even a bit of a fight sometimes. That's just good play inside, and that's kept this game close.
And here's Hayward over Matthews. Hayward can't hit. About 4.5 minutes left in the second. And it is a fight, Clark. So far, these teams are shaking down pretty evenly in every department, especially rebounding.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. I think the score shows that. It's indicative of how evenly matched these teams are. We'll be watching out for who can get the edge down low. That could be the difference.
Here is Williams, following the basket by Andre Miller. Okur kicks to Williams. Now Millsap fires from 14. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Millsap's got 8.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Here's Miller. Takes it up. Lays it in off the pick.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Okur for 3. Gets the bucket. 12 points for him.
He's got major range, partner. You don't expect a big man to exhibit that kind of three-point shooting ability.
Connects from in close.
These teams have gone back and forth all game long.
Utah calls timeout for the Trailblazers. Aldridge comes in for Marcus Camby, and it's Roy in for Wesley Matthews. The Jazz also changing it up. Al Jefferson's checked in for Okur. Bell comes in for Paul Millsap, and Ronnie Price has subbed in for Darren Williams. Now Price. Backing down is Jefferson. Now Bell. He's got 10. Kept alive. Another shot, and he can't manage to get up a decent shot on the foul. 2 free throws coming up. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Al Jefferson doing all sorts of things. 18 points and several rebounds as well. This is some performance we're witnessing out of him.
Al Jefferson taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Roy. 2:52 left in the half. Miller guarded by Price. Pass to Aldridge. Back to Miller. Miller right side. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Price outside. Back to Jefferson. Aldridge is there. Goes up, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Shooting for Utah. Al Jefferson. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here's Miller. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Roy. Dumps it off.
It's been a tough quarter right now. They can't seem to get into any kind of rhythm or flow. They just keep giving the ball away.
Just much too sloppy play so far. Here's Miller. 1:59 left in the second. On the wing, Brandon Roy. And he lays that one up and in. Roy's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Price. They lead by 1. Covered by Miller. Here's Jefferson. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. 23 points for Al Jefferson. Trailblazers trail by 3. Cunningham with the screen. Miller against Price. 5 to shoot. Here's Aldridge. The shot is off. And Utah the other way.
He's really struggled to get into any kind of comfortable flow here. 0 points this quarter, and he really doesn't look like himself out there.
Roy against Price. Jefferson against Aldridge.
Sometimes the most impressive moves are the ones that get the least attention, but not this time. Best shot of the game so far.
Miller outside. Aldridge. Back to Miller. Here's Batum. Here's Aldridge. Blocked. No good on the shot, but they got him on the arm, and they'll have a chance at the line.
First personal foul. Shooting for Portland. LaMarcus Aldridge. 2 shots.
First free throw is good for the Trailblazers. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Cunningham. Matthews comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Andre Miller. The Jazz making a switch. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Williams. He's got 6. Back to Jefferson. Over Aldridge. That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Williams. 27 points for Al Jefferson. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here is Bayless. For 3, Roy. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
He's been AWOL this quarter. When his team is down and in need of some scoring from him, he hasn't shown up.
That'll do it for the first half.
Al Jefferson doing all sorts of things. He's got 27 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there. Boy, he was locked in that whole half.
Jazz lead by 5.
Welcome to the HP Halftime Report. I'm Damon Bruce. We got a great game going on out at the Rose Garden. Some good basketball for the Jazz. They've shown a nose for getting the ball, jumping into passing lanes, picking guys clean. That's been a key. An unbelievable half from Al Jefferson. He's already racked up 27 points, and everything is falling for him. Really efficient from the field. And battling nonstop, the Portland Trailblazers. Close-range shots, their bread and butter early on. A gigantic lead at points in the paint. A big first half for the big man, Greg Oden. After 2, he's got 10 points, and he's been all over the defensive side of the court as well. And a couple of guys out there who are getting it done for their respective teams. Should be a fun second half. And that'll do it as the second half is about to start out at the Rose Garden.
And as the quarter begins, both teams have been trading blows like prize fighters. A close ball game. Aldridge at the 4 and Oden at the 5. Miller and Roy are in the backcourt. And Batum. That's the group on the floor. Oh!
That should be absolutely illegal.
Just toss it up there and let your teammate take care of his business.
Clark Wheeler, is there a prettier play in the game of basketball than that?
I don't think so.
Jazz leading by 3. Brandon Roy out of UW, the University of Washington, one of the few NBA superstars who stayed all 4 years in college.
And you know, despite dominating the collegiate ranks, Kevin, he did slide to the 6th pick in the 2006 draft. But he proceeded to make some GMs regret that they didn't take him earlier.
Williams against Miller. Outside Aldridge. Millsap covering. LaMarcus Aldridge again. Aldridge has got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's really doing all he can to keep his team in the game here. What a tremendous effort.
Utah, Clark, just a very good team at sharing the ball.
Well, they're a good shooting team as well. They were number 1 in the league in assists last year, over 26 per game. That's an impressive assist total, Kevin.
You would expect great teamwork from a Jerry Sloan-led team, so it doesn't surprise you then when you find them leading the league in assists a year ago.
No surprise there because they do execute extremely well, and Sloan demands that as their coach, but they also have one of the premier point guards in the league in Darren Williams, and he is fantastic at finding his teammates in scoring position.
Here's Williams. He has 6. Millsap with it. Bell sets a pick. He dumps it off. Here's Williams. Open look. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got 10 points in the game.
That's exactly where the coach wants him to get his shot, Kevin, right there from mid-range.
Miller outside. Outside Aldridge. And here is Oden. 10 points for him. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Miller. Kept alive with 1 second left. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Oden. He's got 14. Jazz leading by 3. Now here's Williams. Millsap down low. He's against Oden, and that one's good. Millsap.
We've seen them make 3 of their first 4 shots. That's good shooting to jumpstart them here.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Here is Miller. He's got 9. He's guarded by Williams with the fadeaway, and that one's good by Miller. Miller's got 11. And Utah has possession. 3-point lead. Williams against Miller. Jefferson with it. He's got 27. Baseline jumper, and again it's Utah.
Now those are the possessions that make Coach happy.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Miller kicks to Roy. Pass to Aldridge. Back to Roy. To the right wing. Shoots from the corner. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Roy. 16 points for Aldridge.
This guy is perfect from the field in the quarter. They need to keep finding ways to get him the ball.
Miller against Williams. Jefferson against Oden. 5 to shoot. 2 on the clock, and the basket by Kirilenko. Kirilenko's got his first basket.
The intensity level has really picked up here in the second half.
Back to Oden. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller.
Yeah, both teams have ramped it up here in the second half.
Jazz leading by 3. Williams dishes to Jefferson. And here's Kirilenko. Williams covered by Miller. Tosses it up. It's blocked. Here's Roy, the dump off, and then Batum with the dunk.
Boy, he's so graceful, so smooth when he takes it strong to the rim like that.
You know, Clark, you can pretty much always depend on him for those kinds of plays.
Yeah, graceful and powerful.
Sure. Miller against Williams. Jefferson against Oden. Shot's good by Jefferson. Jefferson's got 31.
He's really been the focus of their offensive game plan. And he's come through for his team as they've built this lead.
Outside Aldridge. Takes it up. Shot's good from Oden. Oden's got 14 points for the game.
You can't let guys get so close to the hoop like that. You got to bump them and chuck them a little bit as they come through the paint. Make them feel you.
And the Jazz call time here. Wesley Matthews checked in for the Trailblazers. Bayless comes in for Andre Miller. Then for the Jazz, Gordon Hayward's checked in for Raja Bell. Here's Williams. He's got 6. Kirilenko the pass to Jefferson from 11 feet away. Another miss by Utah. Portland trailing here. Now Bayless. Pass to Oden. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Paul Millsap picks one up.
They're amped up now, Kevin. After trailing for so long, they finally pulled ahead.
Some good play from Greg Oden in this one. He's got 16 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively. What energy he's shown today, whether it's on the offensive end or on D.
Good for the 3-point play. Another year for Greg Oden, and unfortunately, another injury.
It really is a shame, Kevin. You think about what those Portland fans were hoping for and what they had gone through with Bill Walton 25, 30 years ago. Oden's a great kid. I hope he can get the injuries behind him.
And Hayward gets it to go. Here's Roy. He's got 6. Now Bayless. Here's Matthews. Slams it through. But the positive going back to Oden with last season, you could see, Clark, the progression from year to year, albeit brief in demonstration.
Yeah, and you hope that's the foundation that he's able to build on once he does get completely healthy, because you're right, he has made improvement when he's been out on the floor these first couple of years.
And Millsap backing in. Laid in with the D draped all over him. Millsap's got 14 points. The Blazers on offense. Here is Bayless. Gets rid of it. Here's Matthews. And Utah has possession. They've trailed by as many as 8 points. Outside Williams. Pass to Jefferson. Aldridge on him. And Jefferson gets it to go. Jefferson's got 33.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Here's Aldridge. Bayless. He's guarded by Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Aldridge. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Normally he sinks that shot. His mid-range game is excellent. He just misfired that time.
Outside Williams. Backing down is Jefferson. Roy against Williams. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Jefferson gets the bucket.
You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
Now Bayless. Here's Matthews. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. He's got 10. Here's Williams. 2:58 left in the third. Back to Millsap. Oh, might have had a three-point play, but he couldn't power it down. He'll shoot two. Now we're looking at the Louisiana Tech product, Paul Millsap Clark, a great find for the Jazz. Second round back in the draft of '06.
You know, Kevin, typically what happens when a guy rebounds in college is that it transfers to the NBA, and Paul Millsap is a perfect example of that. He led the NCAA in rebounds 3 years in a row. Very few players have ever done that. So you knew he would be a consistent rebounder, but he's added to his offensive game as well, and that's created value for the Utah Jazz in that he was only a second-round pick.
So for the Trailblazers, Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Oden, and it's Batum in for Brandon Roy. Utah also making some changes. Miles is checked in, and it's Bell in for Gordon Hayward. He hits both from the stripe.
Checking out the game Paul Millsap is having. 16 points, and he's chipped in defensively with a steal as well. His defense has been equal to his offense today, and both have been great.
Poked loose. Here is Bayless. Back to Aldridge. Shot clock at 5.
Beautiful, beautiful pass. Well executed there.
Here's Price. A 2-point game. Aldridge against Millsap. Blocked. The Blazers on offense, trailing by 2.
He made sure to get a little extra hang time there, just to rub it in the defender's face a bit.
Look out below. I wasn't sure he was ever going to come down. Here's Price. 1:56 left in the third quarter. And here's Millsap. Backing down is Jefferson. Goes up, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Matthews, defended by Bell. Here's Matthews. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
The intensity level has really picked up here in the second half.
And so here is Utah. They've trailed by as many as 8 points. Millsap with it. Jump-off pass. Backing down is Jefferson. And here's Bell. Out to Price. Deflects the pass. And Utah has possession. Here's Miles. Kept alive. Here's Jefferson. Magnificent rejection. A big possession here.
Can they come back to take the lead?
Bayless. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And it's Utah's ball. Price with the ball. Backing down is Jefferson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Miles. Buries it from deep.
The defense made the mistake of playing off him, and he drained it from deep.
And here are the Trailblazers now. They trail by 3. Back to Aldridge. Millsap covering. Batum. Outside Aldridge. 3 on the clock. Jefferson with the rebound.
One of the ways where they've shown a definite edge, Kevin, has come on the glass today.
And so this one is tightly contested as we end the third. What can you say? Al Jefferson, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, not flashy numbers, but his presence has definitely been felt out there. It's the little things, Kevin. He's getting them done.
Jazz out in front, leading by 3. And now let's send it to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Spark of the game. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. It's the Jazz with the Spark Award for the stretch they put together. They caught fire offensively in the second quarter and took control right there, gentlemen.
Doris, thank you. Big scoring run there was the spark they needed.
Everything started to synergize, and once the ball was rolling, there was no stopping them.
Here's Price. So with Williams on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. They've got Bell. Memo Okur is out there with Andrei Kirilenko. Then there's Ronnie Price and Miles. With the shot, it's blocked. Trailblazers trail by 3. Got a piece of it. Here is Bell. Price outside. Outside Kirilenko. Camby with the steal.
And Kev, that's only his first giveaway for the game.
And Batum kicks to Miller. Nails it from close range. Here's Price. Now Kirilenko. Okur the screen. And yep, that falls, and the foul is called. We'll see him shoot one from the free throw line.
His second versus first team. Shooting for Utah. Andrei Kirilenko. Shooting 1.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play. Trailblazers trail by 3. Matthews defended by Bell. And Batum kicks to Miller. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Rajah Bell.
First person, team scores. At the line of the Trailblazers, Dante Bell. 2 shots.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Price. Okur backing him down. Over Camby. Okur, that's good. And the Jazz lead by 3.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
And here we go with Andre Miller. Got a piece of it. Guarded by Price. Takes the shot. And that one's good by Miller.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Now Price. Okur backing him down. Gets a good look. And there's another one for the Jazz. Here's Miller. Matthews, defended by Bell. Four on the shot clock. Miller, right side. It's one-on-one. Bell up on top. Here's Price. Covered by Miller. Price against Miller. 5 on the clock. Kirilenko with it. Shoots! And again, it's Utah.
Way to distribute the basketball.
Here is Miller. About 8.5 minutes left to the fourth. Backing down is Canby. 4 on the shot clock. Over Price. Miller with another miss. Jazz leading by 5. And here is Okur. Canby on him. Shoots it up. And Utah again with the bucket.
He's had a strong fourth quarter thus far, really providing his team with a lot of offense.
Here's Miller. Flips it in off the sweet pick.
Terrific pick to set up that basket. The little things are the big things, and they can always make a difference.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Jerry Sloan had to say to his team. He told them, keep pushing hard to the end. Just finish out these last few minutes, and we'll be able to come away with a W. Kevin?
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Cunningham. Roy comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Wesley Matthews. The Jazz making a switch. Now Millsap. The 10-footer gets it to the fall. Millsap's got 20 points.
He's taken center stage here in the second half. He's been getting bucket after bucket.
Outside Williams. Here is Hayward. Okur can be covering. Easy shot. Okur, that's good. 20 points for him.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
Canby the screen. Miller the pass to Aldridge. Back to Miller. He's guarded by Williams. Lets loose for a 3. Kept alive. Here is Bayless. Millsap covering. Takes it up. The shot's good from Bayless.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
Millsap with it. Aldridge is covering. Fades back. Blocked.
Well, Kevin, they need to crash the boards effectively here.
Here's Roy. Outside Williams. Over Miller. Williams, that's good. Here's Miller. Under 6 minutes left in the game. He's guarded by Williams. Miller against Williams. Here's Bayless. It's blocked.
He's got to break out of this slump if his team wants a chance to win.
Now here's Williams. Okur can be covering. Hayward with the ball. From deep. Rebound Canby. Here is Bayless. Back to Miller. Now Bayless. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
That's really not the kind of performance that his team needs from him here in this quarter.
Williams. Now Millsap. Can be covering. Here's Roy. About 4.5 minutes left in the fourth. And here's Miller. From 20 feet out. And there's Roy. That's good on the assist by Aldridge.
Well, he's been scoring pretty well on just a few attempts. It might help them out if he was a bit more assertive.
Williams. Dumps it off.
Man, are they playing aggressively on defense.
Open look. And that one's good by Miller. Miller's got 19 points. Here is Williams. Millsap with it.
They certainly haven't been very good here in the quarter in regards to protecting the ball, Kevin.
And Aldridge slams it in. They have now scored 6 unanswered. And it's Utah's ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Okur kicks to Williams. That's good on the layup. Great feed for the bucket. So it's Portland now. 7-point differential. Williams against Miller. And he drops it in on the layup. He's got 21.
That's too easy. The D's got to get to him about 8 feet further out.
Williams kicks to Okur. It's off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball for the Trailblazers. Batum comes in for Marcus Camby. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Jared Bayless. And making a change here, the Jazz. Here's Williams. Covered by Miller. And it's Miller picking him up. From the corner, Williams gets the bucket.
He got that one, but he hasn't been producing the way we're accustomed to. He needs to look for a shot a bit more.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Miller outside. Goes up, drains it from short range. Miller's got 23.
He's really come out this quarter saying, give me the ball, I'm taking over, I'm demanding the ball. And you know what? He's delivered a tremendous performance this quarter.
Here's Millsap, defended by Batum. 5 on the clock. Millsap passes to Williams. Again, the Jazz score.
He's perfect here in the fourth, and it looks like they're going to keep getting him the ball until someone stops him. I think that's a pretty good idea.
Outside Roy. Defended by Bell. Hangs in the air. The shot's good from Roy.
The D was all over it, but they just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
Williams against Miller. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Their biggest problem is dealing with Williams. He has 14 points and 8 dimes. He's had great awareness out there exploiting those passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, so far he hasn't been able to get to the line like he did in the first. The defense is playing him a little bit smarter, backing off of him a bit and defending without foul.
Perfect from the line, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there, and he drained them all to raise the lead.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 7. 1:36 left in the game. Here's Miller. Defended by Bell. The steal.
Way too many turnovers from him in this one, Kevin.
Jazz leading by 7. Williams against Roy. Roy against Williams. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jefferson. 2 seconds left. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 37 points for Al Jefferson. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. They trail by 9 points. Here's Miller. Defended by Bell. Here's Aldridge. Here comes Williams. And here's Kirilenko. And good from the low block. And the Jazz lead by 11.
Right on the verge of victory now. They don't need much more than to just take care of the basketball.
Roy from outside. Shot's good.
The fast break left the defense discombobulated. As a result, he had the open 3.
On offense, here are the Jazz. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now here's Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Kirilenko. From deep three-point range, kept alive. Pass to Williams. And so it's Utah with the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Brand Player of the Game, Al Jefferson.